the first thing that you want to do is you want to use the trademark database to search. Now, one obvious thing that you can do is that you can just search by the name of the fashion house. So you could, for example, if there's a brand that you really like, you could just search by their name. So that's what we'll do today. I'll show you guys how to do search by names. And then another cool thing, though, is that you can also search by region. So that's another possible thing that you can do. And if you're looking for a specific item of clothing that's covered by a brand, or let's say you want to search for flip-flops, you can do that as well. And you can do it by region. So you can get some interesting results. Why don't we jump in? We'll see what we can find, see what we drum up today. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to tsdr.uspto.gov. I'm actually already at the site. You don't actually have to be logged in order to get to here. But what you're going to want to do is you want to click on Search Trademarks. And then you're going to want to do an advanced search. So they're free form, basically. I already have a search in here. I'm going to delete it. Let's just start from scratch. You see this, there's a legend right down below. This gives you the field codes. One thing that you want to do initially, I think, is you probably want to search marks that are live. This is just a preference. I mean, you could, if you're interested in also looking at marks that no longer exist, you could do that as well. So the call to the question was how to find trademarks from various fashion houses. So one thing you can do is you can just do a search by the name. Let's see. Let's do Christian Dior. Let's see what marks we can find. So this search code here that I'm using is ON. So that means that's owner name. So you see that ON, owner name. So we're going to look for all Christian Dior live trademarks. Now, one thing I'll point out also is that this and here, if we took that and out, then it would actually be an or. So it would actually be or in Christian. So it would match all trademarks owned by, have an owner name with the name Christian or Dior. But I want to do and because I want to look for specifically Christian Dior. So let's see what we find. See that we have 264 hits. Wow. Let's jump in and look at some of these. Perfume. I see. So this is probably their perfume arm. Let's see. More perfume. Now, let's say you're interested in particular clothing, or let's see what. Oh, interesting. Here we go. So we're already finding some marks that appear to design of a toe. Yeah. So this is like a three-dimensional configuration mark where they're actually claiming, interestingly, the actual design of the tote bag. So they're basically saying that the tote bag is unique enough to merit protection. So this is an actual trademark, right? So kind of peculiar, not something that most people think of, but this is actually a way that you can use trademark to protect your products. Super interesting. As long as it's distinctive in the marketplace, so as long as a consumer seeing this shape would think of Christian Dior, then it would be possible to obtain a trademark on it. Let's see what this is. So this is another, okay, this is a pattern. Kind of interesting, right? So this is a repeating pattern of intersecting horizontal and vertical diagonal lines. So we can actually do a whole an episode on this, but companies actually trademark patterns. It's a really powerful, another really powerful way to protect your product. So if you have a super distinctive pattern design on your clothing, on your silk, on your bag, on anything really, as long as it's distinctive in a way that a consumer looking at it would associate the good with your company, with your brand, then it's possible to get a trademark on it. And this is a perfect example. One of the things that I like to do just to explore is, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually honed in on all the word marks that didn't have any word elements in them, right? So for example, this one right here, this is the pattern mark. And then if we go down here, let's see. See, here's another one. So this looks like trousers. What is this? Huh. Looks like trousers to me. Yeah. Wow. So like the position of the pockets almost. Again, this is an already registered mark. So theoretically, we should be able to see what specimen they submitted to obtain this trademark. So it looks like this is, so it's kind of hard to see here, but let me see if I can zoom in here. It's gonna be tricky, but basically, oh, here we go. Here we go. This gene design here. Again, I'm super zoomed in here, so the quality I think is going to be really, really bad and hard to see. But basically, I'm just trying to show that this back part of the genes, that's what they're covering here with their trademark. Let's go back. So you see that here. Let's see what else we can find. Let's keep going down. Oh, another pattern. Here's another pattern trademark. Check out. Let's see. Another pattern. Now, one of the reasons why I'm skipping over a lot of these word marks is because they're interesting in their own right. But marks that aren't associated with any word, so on patterns or visual or just visual patterns or products even, I think they're really fascinating because in a sense, it's a way to use trademark to protect your product indefinitely, right? Because as long as it's distinctive and looks unique, you can get a trademark and then you can renew it every 10 years. So it never expires as long as you continue to use it. And as long as it's continuously used as a source identifier. So as long as it's distinctive, it's possible to continue renewing it. So it's effectively, you can make it last forever. So it's a really powerful way to protect the product. Oh, what's this? This is a perfume. It's like a perfume bottle. Very cool. Again, I really didn't give much, pay much attention to the, sorry, let me correct my zoom here, to the word marks. But these are also all word marks that are going to be owned by Christian Dior. Is there another brand that you want me to look up? Let's check them out. Did I spell them right? Here we go. Perfect example. So here's, again, this is a pattern, right? But whenever consumers see this pattern, they associate it with the brand. So super interesting. This is an awesome example. I'm so glad you mentioned this brand in particular. Okay, I'm going to close this window. Zoom in for you guys. So this pattern here, they're actually protecting this exact pattern through trademark application. So one of the fascinating things that you can do, and really, really powerful. Let's look up, see here's another pattern. Let's see what other, pattern, here's another pattern. So aside from the obvious of like just protecting your name, right? A lot of these companies are also going to have many other marks on other brand names that they use to sell their goods. Wow, looks like they really have their pattern protected. There's multiple marks on it. Yeah, so I think just as another example, I think what I'll do also is I can do a search also by their location. So if we want to go back to French houses, we can update our search, and then also indicate, for example, a type of good, or we can just go under class 25 if we know already we're in clothing. That's another way that you can search by location. Or if you know that the fashion house is in a particular city, you could just search by that city name. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is a really, really good way. Again, let me just show you guys the search query that we use generally. I can break it down for you guys one more time. So this is one. So you could do owner, that's OW is the location of the owner. So we could do it by city. And then the other one that we did today was, this is the other one. So if you want to look for live marks, for example, for Chanel, you could just do live LD and then name of the company. Now, the only other thing that I'll say is, remember for Christian Dior, we added the and between Christian and Dior. That's because we wanted to match Christian Dior and not just Christian or just Dior. So yeah, so that's how you search for clothing companies. Again, class 25. Like if you wanted to limit this to location, let me show you guys. You can add an and then just go under class 25. There you go. Again, remember for the class number, you need to have the 0. It needs to be 3 digits. So just keep that in mind. So that's how you would search for French-based clothing companies that have live trademarks. So very cool. Bit of a shorter episode today, but we covered some cool stuff. Thank you guys.